Now batting, Brandon Lau. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
The second baseman, number 8.
First pitch of the at-bat. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, D-Roll, we've got a couple of teams playing some good baseball right now. Unfortunately, a winning streak for one of these teams is going to end today, but boy, this is a great matchup here.
Yeah, I'm excited to call this one with you two guys. Definitely. The two teams playing top of their game right now, really playing well. Both come in on winning streaks. We're going to see who's able to execute in this one.
3-0 now. Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down. 56 degrees here at first pitch. Three and one.
Great job on those last two pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
The 3-1 pitch. A swing and a miss, and that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
The 3-2 pitch. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And the throw to first is in time, one gone.
Batting second, the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Standing in, Kevin Kiermaier, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Slider finds the zone for a strike. Kiermaier starts the day as the third leading vote getter among center fielders in all-star balloting, so he's still got a good chance to make the team, but certainly not a sure thing at this point.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave it up to a manager's decision. You want to get in based on the fan vote, and he has a chance to do exactly that if he can make a late push as we head towards the Midsummer Classic.
And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Kiermaier now. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
At the plate, Austin Meadows. Hard liner to center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
As we take a look at the replay here, you can see that it was a hanging changeup. Nice job of staying back on it, and he's able to tattoo it for a double. And you know, if that pitch would have supplied more velocity, it might have been out of here. He hit it right on the screws.
In now, Willie Adames. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
Have to find a way to get that guy home from second now. Never know how important these early runs can be.
Meadows at second with 2 down. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
Hey, I know we're only in the top of the first, but back-breaking blows are those 2 out runners in scoring position knocks, and they have a chance to capitalize right here.
Boy, D-Roll, you touched on it right there. I think as a pitcher, you try to get through that first inning and not have to show all of your pitches and empty out the bucket. That 2-out double right now, he's going to have to buckle down to try to keep this game scoreless.
Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
There's the good fastball, and he can't catch up. 3-2.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll see him lay one in on the next pitch there with a base open to work with.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
That is it. The left fielder, number 11. Hunter.
So 2 on with 2 away, and that'll bring up outfielder Hunter Renfroe. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
1-0. Here it is. 2-0.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The 2-0 pitch. Called a strike on the inside part of the plate. 2-1. Even 2-2 count to Hunter Renfroe. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled away. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Rays strand a pair. Tampa Bay nothing. Yankees coming up. We'll be right back on MLB Network. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Yankees, the second baseman, DJ.
Here's the pitch.
Nope, that's the ball.
Dan Dero, we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. Just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year. You get this hot. This team is rocking in all facets right now, and they're a fun watch.
Meadows has it, and there's one away.
Batting second, the first baseman, Luke Voigt.
At the plate, Luke Voigt, and he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. And here's a fastball that's nowhere near the zone. It's 2-0 now. That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Now the pitch.
That's out.
Gio Urshela waits on deck. High and deep down the left field line, and no one will get this one. 1 out, nobody on. Swing, and there it goes, deep to left field, and this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Solo shot here to left, number 13 for him on the year, as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
That's how the manager drew it up right there. Hold the visiting team scoreless and then grab a huge home run in the first.
bring in Giovanni Urshela as he'll take a look at ball one. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one. Urshela, 28 years old, is the leading vote getter at third base in all-star balloting coming into today, so it looks very likely at least that he'll be on the squad, if not starting.
Hey, hats off to this guy right now. It wouldn't have been my first guess if I was thinking about who was leading at this position, but you know what? He's played very well this year, and the fans certainly have taken notice.
Renfroe comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2.
Batting full, the center fielder, Brett Gardner.
Here's Brett Gardner now, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Pitch on the way.
Ball one, no strike.
Looked like he was a little over aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Adames brings it in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. New inning set to get underway and set to go as the third baseman, Yandy Diaz.
Yandy Diaz.
First offering on its way. He'll start this at-bat with a knuckle curve right there, strike one.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2. Freezes him. A strikeout looking.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Ji-Man Choi the next to hit, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. The 1-0 is in there for strike one. Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. 2 balls and a strike to the Rays first baseman.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Here now the 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
The catcher, number 7.
At the plate now, Michael Perez. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all on the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
Struck him out, so he makes quick work of him here. 3 straight strikeouts, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Rays. They trail this one 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the next to bat, the Dominican-born catcher, Gary Sanchez. First pitch coming. Here it is. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
0-1.
Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. Grounded back up the middle. And that's the first out.
Batting fifth, the right fielder, Clint Frazier.
So 1 away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the outfielder Clint Frazier. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. And the pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Meadows is there, and he has it for the out.
Batting seventh, not shortstop, Tyler Wade.
Coming to the plate now, Tyler Wade will try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball too high to start him out here. 1-0. And he looks at a changeup in there. 1-1.
Not the ideal location for a changeup up in the zone, but he got away with it.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Again, he sends it out of play. Bottom dropped out on him, and that's a strikeout. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. So nothing happening this time around. We'll go now to the top of the third. The Yankees lead this one 1-0. Joey Wendell digs in now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Here's the first pitch to him. Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. One strike now from Cole. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
Ball 1.
Inside and high with that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2. Hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
The batter, number 8.
Stepping into the box, Brandon Lau. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tight break with the slider there, catches the inside for a strike. This year against right-handed pitching, Lau is below the Mendoza line. Batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with the batting average on the season, but he's found a way to get on base north of 350, working walks with an unbelievable eye at the dish.
2-1 to the Rays leadoff batter. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard down the left field line, but this is going to get foul.
I think for every player, for every former player, that swing right there is the reason we need to extend the netting without question. Want the fans to be safe.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
The center fielder, Kevin.
Striding in once again, Kevin Kiermaier. First pitch on its way. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike.
As this game progresses, I don't think he's going to want to miss in that spot down the middle of the plate much more. It's early. They're a little less aggressive right now, so he's able to get away with it.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry, 5 pitches he can go to, not looking good.
Oh, what a stop on the slide. It's there. He got him. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Yankees 1, the Rays nothing. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the DH, Mike Tauchman.
The designated hitter, Mike Tauchman.
First offering on its way. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. He pulls this one into right, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
Batting ninth, the left fielder, Aaron.
Standing in now, Aaron Hicks. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there is any intent behind that.
Yeah, there are a couple of things you don't want to do as a visiting pitcher. Never give the home crowd a reason to get involved early, and don't put guys on base to ignite a big inning. Well, mission accomplished on both fronts. We'll see how he responds.
Digging in for his second at-bat, DJ LeMahieu. He flew out in his last at-bat. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, 2 options if you're standing on the bump right now. Have to find a way to punch this guy's ticket or roll a double play.
The 0-1 on its way. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. None out, runners at first and second. 1-2 to DJ LeMahieu.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
Nope.
Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Ready with another 2-2. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. The relay to second now, but he's safe. As also on the play, a run comes across to score. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Into the box now, Luke Voigt, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
I wonder if that homer rattled him a little bit. He's certainly a little bit more cautious against him this time around.
Hit back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the second run will score. It's now a 4-0 game.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Roll. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his third run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Into the box, Gio Urshela. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Sharp ground ball to third. To second for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
Really good pitch from the pitcher right there. Down in the zone, hits on top of it, induces the ground ball double play.
So here's the veteran Brett Gardner. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, here's Gardner on his way to second. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
So now to the plate, Gary Sanchez. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner, it's 0-1. 3 runs already home here. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. 3 innings complete. The Yankees 4, the Rays nothing. All set for the start of the inning, and Austin Meadows will be the next to bat.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Hey, after the double in his first at bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Two and 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now. 3-2.
Hey, throwing the ball great up until this point. Don't want to allow a leadoff walk. Needs to just focus in on his mechanics right here.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Payoff pitch one more time. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Stepping up now, Willie Adames. He drew a walk his first time up. He's set, and the pitch.
Count 1-0. Hey, you want to try that call again?
Now the 1-0.
Ball, that's out. Ball 3.
Your offense goes out and gives you a 4-run cushion. You have to find a way to stop struggling, compose yourself, and get your mechanics on point. It'd be a shame to let this one slip away.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Ready for another chance? Hunter Renfroe comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Let's do it, guys.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball
1 as he lays off below the zone.
Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard, but it looks like they've got a great opportunity from the breakthrough. Going to be pretty demoralizing if they can't.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike.
Hey, he's got great feel for that pitch right there. He can throw it anytime he wants for a strike.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
Ball, that's outside.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
The 2-2 on the ground to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. One there to Voit in time for the double play.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out. But the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set. Here it comes. In there for strike 1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Diaz is below the Mendoza line. Batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
There is a base open here, so the option to work around him is there if they want to go that route.
Men on third with 2 down. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
1 strike.
Grounded up the first baseline. He's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already put 4 runs on the board, and they've done so by running up their opponent's pitch count. So he said he thinks they're going to have a lot more opportunities to score because of that as the game goes on.
Thank you, Heidi. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And digging in is the outfielder, Clint Frazier.
The right fielder, Clint Frazier.
First delivery to him on the way. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. There's a belt-high strike to even the count at 1-1. Now here it comes. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
Hey, if he's going to get swings and misses at balls up and out of the zone, he's going to continue to go there.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
And that'll bring up Tyler Wade, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
I'm sure he's frustrated by that call. Probably could have been a strike, but at the same time, earning strikes from the umpire is a real thing. If you've been all over the place like he has, you're just not going to get much help from the umpires.
Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2. Four runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Line towards center field. But this will hang up just a bit as it's taken in chest high for a tough second out.
The designated hitter, Mark Topman.
Digging in to try it again, Mike Tauchman. Here comes the first pitch.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
The windup and the 0-1. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, Heidi, thank you. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And here comes the first baseman, Ji-Man Choi.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2.
His heater's got some late ride through the zone. A lot of late swings right now. You're only going to get to that pitch if you get the front foot down early.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
The batter, number 7.
So stepping in, Michael Perez looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the designated hitter, Joey Wendell.
Standing in, Joey Wendell. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. One strike now from Cole. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Wow, I can't believe the hitter took that one. The pitcher absolutely got away with a hanger.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. LeMahieu's got it to second for 1. On to Voit, an inning-ending double play. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first 5. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Yankees 4, the Rays nothing. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring up the switch hitter Aaron Hicks.
The left fielder, Aaron Hicks.
Here's the first pitch to him. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
One of the big keys to pitching well is getting ahead early on, and it's been far from that for this guy so far. Less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Two balls and two strikes to Hicks now. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth, with a punch out, one away. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
DJ LeMahieu stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. One out, nobody on. And that's in there for his strike, 1-1. A ball and two strikes now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Ball two.
Two strikes.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Kiermaier's got a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Now batting, first baseman, Luke Boyd.
At the plate, Luke Voigt. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. Here's the first pitch to him. Two out, nobody on. Hit in the air down the right field line. And foul. Swing and a miss for strike three. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. But they're in front 4-0. Digging in, Brandon Lau will start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And now a pitch on the way. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact. So here's Kevin Kiermaier.
he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Here it comes. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. All even now, 2-2. Pitch on the way. Lifted the other way out to left center. After it is Gardner. He makes the running play. 2 down. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Show Track. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. So 2 outs now in the Tampa Bay 6th, and Austin Meadows will be the next to bat. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Gardner going back to the track, and he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll give way to the third baseman, Gio Urshela.
The third baseman, number 29.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball, that's in.
And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Meadows moving back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The center fielder, number 11, Brett Gardner.
So 1 gone in the inning now, and that'll bring in Brett Gardner. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. No balls and 1 strike. Now here's the pitch.
1-1. Hey! 1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell, so I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Stepping in now, Gary Sanchez. And he fouls this one off. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball back outside.
Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Meadows moving back. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They lead it 4-0. Seventh inning ready to roll, and up next will be Willie Adames.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-1. Hot shot down the line, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
Got to take advantage of that pitch right there. 0-2 breaker hanging over the heart of the plate. Not going to see too many of those today.
A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. Well, pitch count will become a factor here in the seventh. He's about to hit 100 for the game.
Yeah, Matty V, that magic number in today's game is about 100 pitches, and this next pitch will be pitch number 100. D-Row, he's been sailing along pretty easily so far in this one.
Yeah, he's given him some serious depth in this one. For him to get into the seventh inning allows the manager a lot of leeway, whether he wants to go to his bullpen or not.
Stepping up to the plate, Hunter Renfroe. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Breaking ball called just a bit low. One out, nobody on. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Not a bad spot to miss right there. Much rather have it run inside than out over the plate where the hitter can do a lot of damage.
That's strike 2 on a well-placed changeup around the knees. Hard liner to center field. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Well, the pitcher can't really worry about that one. I mean, it was only their second hit of the game, so he's doing a lot of things right. Let's see if he can leave him out there now.
At the plate now, Yandy Diaz as he grounds one briskly to short. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the first baseman, G-Man Choi.
Ready once again, Ji-Man Choi. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball one, no strike.
The 1-0.
Ball.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Now Cole's delivery 2-0. Outside 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
That one's in there, 3-1.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
2 out here and a runner at second. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
Stepping in, Michael Perez. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is.
Count
The
1-0.
fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1.
This pitcher's bringing it with some high velo. You better get that front foot down early and get ready, or he's going to throw it right by you.
Left side. And that's through into left field for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And it appears that we've seen the last here in this one of Garrett Cole. So his final line will show 6 2/3 innings pitched. He was very effective out there, no doubt. Miguel Yajure answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it.
Yajure.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, and I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it, so he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Yajure, a 6'1" right-hander. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Here's the 0-1 pitch.
With runners on base, 2 outs and 2 strikes, this is a big next pitch for both sides.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
The 1-2. Popped him up. Sanchez is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Fine work there out of the Yankee bullpen. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Yankees are out in front 4-0. John Curtis gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Clint Frazier.
The right fielder, Clint Frazier.
First offering on its way. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Two balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike, the count.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Ball 3.
Now this is a leadoff at bat. Great patience, and he's just waiting for that pitch. That's too good to pass up.
A bouncer up the middle. Adames scoops it up. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Next for the Yankees, the shortstop, Tyler Wade.
Ready now, Tyler Wade. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
Now the bunt attempt hits him here, but they're going to say he offered at it, and that's the first strike. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Now here's the pitch.
Nope.
And there's ball 2 now.
Count 2-1.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hung that one out there a bit, but it's a called strike. 2-2.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Here now the 2-2. Here's a little chopper up the middle. He's got to hurry. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting, the designated hitter,
Into the box now, Mike Tauchman. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope.
Now a changeup to start him out, but that's looked at down and in for ball 1. Weak roller right side. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, but they hold a 4-0 lead. At the plate, Brandon Lau. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
First pitch on its way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Line drive base hit. Running hard, he's digging for second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
At the plate, Kevin Kiermaier. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. No one out with a runner at second. That evens it up 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. The 1-2 pulled high in the air out to right field. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third, and he'll make it up to third safely here with one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Austin Meadows.
Stepping in, Austin Meadows. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another flyout wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
And he gets ahead 0-1. Two now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
In today's game, it's seeing so many guys strike out and not worry about it. I'd love to see a little two-strike approach right here. Maybe shorten up a little bit and try and four-speed something the other way.
Fastball well outside.
Man, the pitcher let the guy off easy right there. That 0-2 pitch wasn't even close. I'd rate that as a non-competitive pitch.
And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here, because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
Has a look, now the pitch. Towards second. And that's through into center field, base hit. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Boy, D-Roll, that's a case right there. He hit it just like he doubled it soft. Not hit all that hard, but it gets the runner in from third.
Yeah, but you know what? Tomorrow's newspapers are going to be wrapping fish, so who cares about? I don't care if it's a bullet or off the fists. A knock's a knock, especially when it's got an RBI attached to it.
Into the box now, Willie Adames. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. One in, one out, and one on here in the inning. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away. And with strike three recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Adam Ottavino will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year. Hunter Renfroe will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and two away. From the belt, kicks and deals. To the left side, but it's well foul. Fastball misses inside. It's even at 1.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
The 1-1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. A couple of hits lead to a run here for Tampa Bay. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. The Yankees 4, the Rays 1. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Aaron Hicks. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Hey, last pitch was 94. Then you pull a string. 13 miles an hour slower right there. 81 miles an hour. You get guys in a rocking chair when you can add and subtract like that.
And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off the tough count and get himself a base hit.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. And he'll bounce one on the ground to first. There's one on to first, and they get the double play.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Into the box, Luke Voigt. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Now here's the pitch. And they'll try and get him out in front to start the at-bat, but this misses off the plate away. It's ball 1. Fouled off. Eighth inning, 4-1 is our score. A ball and 2 strikes now. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to left, his second of the game as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Turns on this thing and drives it out, extending the lead here to 4 in the bottom of the 8th. I wouldn't be surprised if that keeps the closer in the bullpen for now. No need to bring him in a non-save situation. Let him relax unless something happens at the top of the 9th that warrants getting him up.
Into the box, Gio Urshela. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Line drive to left. Renfroe is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Yanks able to add on one more via the solo home run. Last chance for the Rays coming up. It's 5-1 Yanks. So digging in now, Yandy Diaz. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Yandy Diaz.
Here's the pitch. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball one. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right.
The batter, the first baseman, G-Man Choi.
So now to the plate, G-Man Choi, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Couple of walks for him thus far. The 0-1 delivery.
One ball, two strikes, down.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much better idea of what he's looking for after that second pitch.
Nobody out, runner on first.
Ball two.
Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first two pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. Two tough pitches that he took with two strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Gardner will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
Now batting, number 7.
Now at the plate, Michael Perez. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one. Fastball well outside. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Gloved by LeMahieu. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
And this amazing streak just keeps rolling and rolling along. They've now tied the 2002 Oakland A's with 20 wins in a row, and they're capturing the attention of the entire baseball world.
Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1 the final score. The Yankees jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Garrett Cole earned his 5th win of the year. Adam Ottavino records 4 outs on his way to the save, his first of the year. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.
For the victorious Yankees, 5 runs, 7 hits, no errors, and they left 1 man on base. For the Rays, 1 run on 6 hits, no errors, they left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 48 minutes. Our paid attendance here tonight at Yankee Stadium, 47,309. The Yankees thank you for attending and remind you to please get home safely.